Welcome to Athens, ancient capital of Greece, the iconic Acropolis overlooking the city for centuries. It's also home to one of the most famous events in motorsport, the stunning backdrop of the Peloponnese Peninsula playing host to the so-called Rally of the Gods, round 2 of the 2013 WRC Junior Championship. The Acropolis is a tough test for the most experienced driver, so a steep learning curve for the youngsters in the WRC Junior Series, among them Sweden's Pontus Tidemand, who comes to Greece in good form.
I win the first run in Portugal, and I also did 2 events in Sweden and Norway. So the preparing here is quite good. I also drive last year, so we just need to stay cool and try to do a good rally.
But everyone knows they're in for a rough and rocky ride here in Greece.
The hardest of this rally is the stones, and after the pass of the World Rally cars, it's too hard.
The WRC Junior Championship is made up of 6 rounds, events in Finland, Germany, France and Spain to come, featuring a mix of gravel and tarmac surfaces, ideal for honing skills, with plenty to be learned in Greece this weekend.
Here is very much stones, and it's very slower what in Finland.
Just like the elite WRC cars, the junior teams head to Athens for the opening ceremony, attracting plenty of interest and attention. These youngsters all hoping one day to become big stars in the sport. The Acropolis was one of the original events on the WRC calendar in 1973, hence celebrating its 40th anniversary. Rally HQ to the west of Athens in the coastal resort of Loutraki. The juniors will tackle 10 of the 14 WRC stages, a gruelling weekend in store. It all starts on Friday. First up, a big test, 47 kilometres of Niko-Pekka, just over half of which make up stage 2, which will be run in darkness. Spaniard José Suarez is very much a tarmac specialist, but adapting well to the gravel here, third fastest in the opening stage, despite picking up a slow puncture towards the end. Then quickest in stage 2, he takes an early lead at the end of the opening day. It's a promising start too for Marius Assen, the Norwegian who finished 6th in the opening round in Portugal, pushing hard. He's second quickest. Championship leader Pontus Tidemand now looking to continue his good start to the season, but out of luck here, forced to stop to change a puncture in stage 1, and that would cost him more than 2 minutes. Mixed fortunes for Jere Lemesh, the Spaniard showing impressive pace, quickest through stage 1, then suffering a broken suspension in the darkness of stage 2 and forced to retire. Lemesh not the only one with problems. Slovakian Martin Koci also forced to retire with damaged suspension in stage 2. So it's Suarez leading at the end of day 1, 52 seconds ahead of Assen. Championship leader Pontus Tidemand recovering from his early puncture to take 3rd. Lemesh and Koci both out of luck on stage 2, but they will be back in action on day 2 once their damaged Fiestas are repaired. Day 2 features some of the roughest stages these teams are likely to face anywhere in the world. Overnight leader Suarez, looking for his first ever win on gravel, seems to be enjoying these testing stages. Even a puncture can't stop him maintaining a comfortable lead.
So that's the end of day 2 for the juniors, and unbelievably difficult and rough conditions.
Yeah, it was a hard day. I have a puncture in the last 5 kilometers of the first stage, and I have to do with a lot of care and carefully in the next 2 stages. And this, I think I did a good time, and I am happy to stay here without problems.
Pontus Tidemand is a man on a mission though, winning the opening 2 stages to cut the deficit to Suarez by 30 seconds. Tidemand then wins stages 5 and 6 to complete a clean sweep on the day and collect 4 stage points. But with Suarez finishing 2nd in each of today's 4 stages, Tidemand still finds himself a full 2 minutes behind the Spaniard, thanks to that puncture in stage 1. A good day for the Swede though.
So we are in the 2nd place, 2 minutes ahead of Suarez. We just need to continue here and try to finish on this place, I think. And I'm quite impressed how this cars and tires are working on this road. It's so rough.
Murat Bostanci, the Turkish driver, enjoying a trouble-free run through these tough Greek stages. He moves up from 6th to 3rd by the end of the day, taking advantage of Sander Parn's misfortune. The Estonian, another forced to stop to change a puncture. Back with Marius Assen. He started day 2 in 2nd place, but he and co-driver Marleen Engen are in for a rude surprise.
I flat 5 venstre pluss. I kort 6 høyre pluss. Marius!
Helt feila, jenta mi.
A big roll here on stage 3. Driver and co-driver are okay to carry on, so is their patched up Fiesta, but not for much longer. A broken damper sees them come to a halt in the next stage.
No, on this stage we just, the damper is off on the front rear. No, the front right, the damper is inside the engine room. But we had a small accident on stage 3. We have done a mistake with a note. So we went off and ruled one time, but no big damage. But yeah, here we're standing the damper in the engine room, so not so good.
Not so good for Marius, not so good for Jere Lemesh either. He also suffered damaged damper problems and was forced to retire for the 2nd time in 2 days. The Spaniard right out of luck, unlike his countryman, José Suarez thoroughly enjoying the Acropolis, just under 2 minutes ahead of Tidemand. Murat Bostanci 3rd. The leaderboard now minus Assen and Lemesh, both retired. Back at service, news that the WRC Junior Series is adopting an eco-friendly approach to rallying, the cars running on biofuel.
And very exciting here in Greece, we're welcoming a new partner. The new partner is called GemFuel, which is actually a consortium of several people in the biofuel industry that have produced a special fuel. Everybody knows energy efficiency is a big important issue for everybody in transport. We want to see how it works in motorsports. The Junior WRC as a one-make championship where everything is quite controlled is a great opportunity for us to learn about it.
We are going to learn that a very sustainable fuel that does not exist anywhere in the world, made out of a little bit of gasoline, bioethanol and biomethanol, will run these cars as spectacular and fast as you've ever seen them. What is really spectacular on the fuel is its sustainability criteria. It's basically made out of an endless possible pile of waste materials that will normally be thrown away or burned away. And there's an intelligent way to extract certain materials from that and make this amazing fuel.
So it will be interesting to see, and we will get better performance from the cars. So as I say, it's the future fuel. So I'm really happy to take part of it from the really beginning.
We have a new partner, and we are happy with this, with the supporter and with maybe more horsepower.
We are very, very, very proud that the Junior WRC decided to go ahead with this project, and we look forward to learning and studying about the fuel, the logistics and all the other aspects, and inform you during the year.
Okay, let's see those eco-friendly fueled cars in action again. The 3rd and final day of the Acropolis Rally. 4 more demanding stages, danger lurking around every corner, in every deep rut. Finland's Niko Nieminen, more used to the fast-flowing gravel of his homeland, the next event in the championship. Same might be said for fellow Finn Andreas Amberg. A broken wishbone in the final stage, undoing all his earlier good work. He no doubt will be looking forward to some home comforts next time out in Finland. Mikael Buri, on the other hand, finished strongly, recovering from a puncture and broken suspension on the first 2 days. More at home on tarmac, the Swiss driver nonetheless enjoying a good run on Sunday to finish 4th overall. Sander Parn also in the groove on the final day in Greece. The Estonian going on to take the final podium place after a good battle with Murat Bostanci. He was another forced to retire on the final stage with a broken drive shaft. Hard luck on the Turkish driver. Good fortune for Sander Parn. Once again though, Pontus Tidemand quickest throughout the day, winning all 4 stages on Sunday. Not enough to overhaul the rally leader Suarez. That early puncture costing the Swede too much time, but winning 10 of the 12 stages and therefore bringing a succession of extra points to go a long way towards making up for that early disappointment.
Pontus, obviously, he didn't start so great with the problems in the puncture, but lots of stage wins and a 2nd place.
Yeah, without that we have a perfect running, no problems. So we need to be happy with that result on this rally. So we know we're looking forward to Finland.
The championship leader already looking forward, content with second here. This man delighted to take his first win on gravel. José Suarez producing a mature, steady drive after taking an early lead on day one. The Spaniard pushing hard enough to maintain the gap between himself and the charging Tidemand. Delighted with the victory, but also learning a lot about the demands of racing on gravel. Precisely what this junior series is designed to do, develop the potential of these young drivers.
I'm very happy for win this rally. Was a hard rally. I only go flat out in the last stage of the first day in the dark, and I am happy with my rent, and I could do a good rally without lose the head and easy without problems.
Confirmation then, victory for Spain's José Suarez, more than a minute ahead of Portugal winner Pontus Tidemand, a big gap back to Sander Parn, who completes the junior WRC podium. Plenty of casualties to be expected on these most demanding of stages, 4 of the 10 starters falling by the wayside, but like Suarez, they'll have learned a lot from the experience this weekend. They certainly don't come any tougher than the Acropolis. And here's how it looks after round 2 of the championship. Tidemand actually collecting the same number of points as Suarez thanks to those 10 stage wins. He retains a 10-point lead in the championship. Parn is the big mover up to third, just a point ahead of Lemesh and Kochi. The next stop is Finland, once these young stars of the future have dusted themselves down from a bruising encounter here at the infamous Acropolis.